Good day, my little robins, it's me Beth. Another week has passed, which means you get another video from, well, me. And if you haven't already read the title, today I'm going to be delving into my band bucket list. That is right, I love live music. I see a lot of bands live, hence my, growing ticket stub collection. In my eyes, nothing beats live music. Like, the October month alone, I have seen 3 bands. I've seen Viar is Murder, In Heart's Wake and Marmozets, and they were amazing experiences. Like, you hear songs on an album and you think, okay, they're really good. But then when those songs, translate to like a live venue with like an audience of like over 500 people, you feed off the energy, the band feeds off the audience feeds off the band, and some songs sound a lot better live. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my top 10 bands that I really want to see at some point in my life. And that for like reasons unknown, I haven't seen yet. So, if you want to, stick around, you might learn, something about me. Before we start the video, if you want to support me and the channel, click like, hit subscribe, because I upload twice a week on a Monday and a Friday. But let's just dive right in to this band bucket list. Coming in at number 10 is Italian goth metal band Lacuna Coil. I've been a big fan of Lacuna Coil like way back in my early high school days. I'd say I first got into them about 2007, so over 10 years ago. I know they have actually toured the UK, a couple of times since then, but I either haven't had the money to go or I couldn't find anyone to go with. But if you actually listen to their albums, their back catalogue, they're a band that evolves with each album. And I know what you're thinking, Beth, why do I want to see a goth metal band? Because they have 2 amazing vocalists. It's a band that has like a guy vocalist and a girl vocalist, which in some respects people might think won't work, but Lacuna Coil make it work. They are one of my all-time favourite bands, and again, I want to see them live. That's the whole point of this video. Moving on. Coming in at number 9 is Swedish melodic death metal band Amon Amarth. Sorry if I butchered the name. Amon Amarth, again, they have toured the UK. They've also done a couple of festivals, but I have never done a festival, so I've never been able to see them live in that capacity. So my only chance will be if they tour like an academy or an arena. And I really hope that, since they've released a new album, that means, the UK will be getting a tour. Because I intend to spend as much money as I can to see this band live. They have really powerful lyrics. They have some of the best music videos I have ever seen. If you actually read the lyrics to most of like these screaming bands, you will actually realise that, they're not as angry as they're coming across as. But Amon Amarth will always have, like a place in my heart, hence why they're on this list. Coming in at number 8 is British rock band Bring Me the Horizon. Okay, I say rock band because they have had multiple genres attached to them over the years. I've been a big fan of Bring Me the Horizon, like since way back when. I'd say I first listened to them in about 2007, 2008, so 9-10 years ago. I actually turned down seeing them live, I think, was it last year? With my flatmate. I don't know what convinced us not to go and see them. I think we'd heard... No, I actually don't know. We had the money. We both had time off work. We just didn't go. And to this day, I still, I scream when I think I could have been at their amazing show. Because I have seen footage of the gig they did in Manchester, and I was like, we could have been there. There was nothing stopping us. Bring Me the Horizon, I want to see you live. Coming in at number 7 is German symphonic / power metal band Beyond the Black. That's right, this band have multiple genres attached to them. Now, for those of you who don't know, Beyond the Black has like a stunning female vocalist. Except there's only one problem with this band, is that they released an album, and it was a solid album, but then she kind of went and fired the rest of the band and hired a new band so that they could do a second album, which, you know, in my eyes was a bit shitty because there was nothing wrong with the first band, but she just fired them all. But I still want to see them live because she has like an angelic voice and she can do anthem songs, sing-along songs. I highly recommend Beyond the Black. Although I know that it's really hard to find that first album because it seems to have been erased from everywhere. It used to be on Spotify, but now you can only get the second album. I don't know why, but Beyond the Black, it was a shitty thing you did, Jennifer, but I still want to see you live. Again at number 6 is Dutch metal band The Charm, The Fury. I love them. Again, this is a band that is fronted by a female vocalist. I haven't intended this list to have so many female fronted vocalists, it's just that's the way it's gone, because a lot of the bands I have gotten into have female vocalists. Females can scream and growl just as good as the men, and Caroline, who is the vocalist for this band, you know, she could rival most men within this genre. She can do clean vocals, she can do unclean vocals, and when she combines the two, it's like an eargasm. The Charm, The Fury, they haven't had, you know, they're not really that well known. I think they did actually tour earlier this year in Chester, but again, I think I was in work so I couldn't see them, and it really pained me that I couldn't see them. But you know, fingers crossed I get to see them at some other point. Coming in at number 5 is American rock band and legends, The Killers. That is right. You're probably thinking, Beth, but The Killers are doing a UK tour. That's right, they are doing a UK tour, but the only date I could do was Manchester. And wait a minute, I'm in work because I'm a grown-up and I forgot to book time off from work, so, you know, this is entirely my fault. I could have seen The Killers and crossed them off my bucket list, but I forgot to book the time off work and now it's too late because no one will swap shifts with me, and I think most of the tickets have sold out. So yeah, hopefully down the line The Killers will, you know, come back to the UK because they've released a new album and this is like the album tour. So I kind of hope they come back further, like in the future, on a day when I'm not in work. Coming in at number 4 is Finnish hard rock band Lordi. That's right, this is the band that has like all the makeup and like they dress like demons. They won the 2006 Eurovision Song Contest with Hard Rock Hallelujah. I love them. You know, I've got every single album. They never fail to disappoint. Yes, some of the lyrics can be cheesy at times and can kind of be a bit disturbing, but whatever mood you are in, there is a Lordi song for you. Coming in at number 3 is American rock band New Year's Day, fronted by my goth queen Ash Costello. I love her. I love the band. I'm kind of annoyed because I think when Lacuna Coil toured, no, I think that was their South America tour, they actually toured with New Year's Day, and I was like, if you guys had come to the UK together, that would have crossed 2 bands off my bucket list. Again, it's another female fronted band. Don't judge me. I do like bands that have male vocalists, but for me, the females are really kicking ass right now, so I want to see more of them. Yeah, New Year's Day, I've been a fan for years. You know, a part of me hopes, you know, that they tour with Motionless in White next year, since they've toured with them in America a couple of times. I've got my fingers crossed, but I don't think it's going to happen. I will see New Year's Day. I will. One day. Coming in at number 2 is Dutch symphonic metal band Within Temptation. Now these guys are titans of the symphonic metal genre. If anything, they helped create and carve it into what it is today. I have every single album. I have some of their live albums. I always watch their, you know, live videos on YouTube. And they're a band that, you know, I don't think they've toured the UK in a while. So, you know, I kind of hope that, you know, when they get around to releasing, you know, their next album, that we actually get a tour that's attached to it. Because when I saw Delane last November, quite a few people in the audience had, you know, Within Temptation shirts or jackets from when they saw them on tour. And they were telling me just how good they are live. And so, yeah, that's why they made it so high onto my list, because they are legends of their genre. Taking up my number 1 spot is Swedish melodic death metal band Avatar. That's right, they are the second melodic death metal band to make it onto my list. I know they are currently touring America, I think, with Motionless in White, and I kind of hope that because they're a European band, that when Motionless in White tour next year, that Avatar, you know, might come along with them. Again, that'd be 2 birds, 1 stone. Avatar, for me, they are a band that can do no wrong. I think that when you look at, you know, European metal bands or European bands in general, they seem to put a lot more effort into their like songwriting and especially their music videos. They throw money at their music videos and actually tell a story. Avatar, as a band, they tell a story. Each song has a place on the album when it's released. They don't put songs out there that, you know, they don't like. They love every single song. I love watching interviews with them, they seem so funny. I love, you know, the makeup and like, they've kind of gone for a bit of a carnival theme on like their latest album. Avatar. Oh, one day I will see you live. One day I will see all these bands live. You know, hopefully that just wraps up the video. In the comments below, I would love to, you know, hear, you know, some of your guys' bucket list bands. What bands do you want to see live the most? Share in the comments below. While you're down there, you can check out all the links to my social media, because why the hell not? Click my face right here to subscribe to the channel. You can click like to show me some love. Check out my last 2 videos or playlists right here. Until next week, I am Beth. Keep listening to good music. Goodbye.